have to collaborate your work with as a brand manager?
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting question because, back in campus, even I didn't have clarity on this. But again, I started with the 6P framework, not because it's a framework with a start, but, possibly for our audience, they are closer to this kind of language and, for them to be able to understand. And just let's start from a 6P point of view. If I'm saying a brand manager's responsibilities to ensure the 6Ps of the brand are in the right place or are sorted, if you just look into the 6Ps, you will understand whom you're collaborating with, right? So let's start with the product bit, right? From a product bit, you require, of course, your research and development, team to be working with you. You require, not just that, you require to understand the legal framework. You want to understand the regulatory framework because, certain products are kind of regulated. So that's about the product piece, right? For the place P, right? It's essentially about usually around availability, usually about ensuring that the product is there in the right market. So for that, of course, you coordinate with the sales team, pretty intuitive. You interact with this team called channel marketing in certain organizations, customer marketing in organizations like Unilever. And your job is to ensure that there's close coordination between planning and execution. So there's something like that. So there's something called promotion that you think of. So for promotion, it's essentially about communications. So you interact with teams like media. You interact with teams like the external agencies, of course, to plan it out. Now, if you were to think from the other P point of view, is of course in terms of people, it's there, not touching that point, pretty intuitive. But if you look at price, right, that's where our finance teams would come in. If you look at the product, I missed one of the biggest support functions. I would not call them support functions. They're the core functions actually. Is supply chain, right? So you kind of coordinate with them, whether it's a new launch or whether you're extending to a new geography or, you just want to ensure availability is as per demand, right? So if you broadly look at marketing, kind of lies at the center of it, right? You are the one who's closest to the business. You are the one who's expected to know about the consumer demands and the swings and the the way you are typically the word strategizing the business, and hence you're the one person or you're the one function which kind of connects all the functions together, and every function works towards that single consumer need. So that's the typical, if you just look into the different P's and start thinking what is happening in marketing, you will understand that you are closely coordinating with these functions for your day-to-day job.
Wow.